Alright, welcome Challenger. I'm going to make this a fast video for you. It's Sunday night for me, Monday morning for you, getting ready to plan out what you're going to do today. This week is going to be different in the aspect of we're going to get back on track with our standards, but Mondays are the Graph Mondays, and since I'm trying to keep lessons around 20 to 30 minutes. I want to keep practicing graph reading because that will help you in math and it will help you in science and your ability to read graphs. Again, it's just like reading papers or paragraphs. It is a skill that you'll get better at the more you do it. So I'm just going to give you one again today, and I am going to see, we're going to see how it goes. So let's get started. We're going to go through the same spot as last time. This is going to be the graph you're looking at today. And if you want to zoom in on your Chromebooks, you hold Control, and then I think you guys can scroll, or you guys I think can do the two-finger, and do like a telephone screen. And so anyways, you're going to do a reflection on this, which is a little bit of a bummer because in class we can kind of talk about it and point some things out. And so you are going to have to understand it more than what you would normally. So do ask questions if you get stuck. I'm going to try to go through it right now with you. And what this is on the tuition and salary comparisons for like a 4-year college degree. So income inequality, going to college pays off, but how much depends greatly on the area of study. Annual wages of college graduates by major over a career of ages 25 to 59 in thousands of dollars. So what these little bars are showing us is it's a range of numbers of salaries. And so this is going to be in like thousands. Like if you are, I guess let's go down to education, for instance, right here. What this is saying is your median number. So that goes back to math. Median is the middlemost number. So out of everybody, if you kind of did like left, right, and you follow down to the dead center number, that's where this white dot is showing you. Like the very middle person for education looks like it would be, this is 40, 60, 50, probably around 45,000, I guess, 46, 47. Architecture, engineering, the middlemost person is about at like probably 82. And what this is also saying is like, we're not going to worry too much about the 25th and 75th percentiles because it's like box and whisker plot, but it just doesn't have the far ends, I suppose, I guess. But that's essentially what this is that you do have some people in education. This doesn't just necessarily mean only teachers, just education in general, that are making about a little over, probably about 37,000, but then they go up to as high as about 59,000. So there's a wide range. So what you're doing is you're going to make a reflection based on what you find out. Now you can take any way of this. Now again, try not to be like, hey, I thought it was interesting that architectures and engineers median is 82,000. Okay, that's just reading it. But what can you interpret? There's questions on here. What are the topics? We just went through what they are. It's going to be tuition, and then how much you're making versus tuition, because then if you come over to this guy, the diminishing financial return of higher education, you have two lines. This blue one is tuition, room, and board. That's basically, if you don't know, tuition is how much the college charges you to go there, to get classes and get credited through that school. Room and board is like how much does it cost to like live there. It's going to be, you have to room there, you have to live there. And so as you can see and then the red line is bachelor's degree earnings. So how much that person is making. Down here represents the dates, the years. So 64, 70, 80, 90, 2000. So they're counted by tens, except for the beginning. But you can see that it's spiking, it's going up, increasingly pretty steady. Now in 2010, it was about $95,000 to get a 4-year degree. But the earnings haven't really gone up. We're still kind of averaging according to the U.S. Census data, right? And those all figures have been adjusted in 2010 dollars using Consumer Price Index from the BLS. I don't know what that means. But they're just kind of doing some disclaimer thing. But their source was the U.S. Census data. And you could find other data that could probably be contrary to this. Always look at the source of where it's coming from. But according to this, you can see that it's steadily going up and increasing, but the salaries are not mirroring that. We're still breaking even. We're still kind of making breaking even. We're making 45,000-ish, but we're spending double that to get the degree. And so that's kind of the reflection idea. Maybe kind of give you an idea for a reflection. Go through, tell me, what is this data telling you? That's what we're doing. We're reading a paragraph through data that somebody else has collected. This source came from Georgetown University. And if you want, what are the quantities being compared? Tuition and salaries. What are some observations that you can make based on the graphs? Not what is the data black and white, but what observation can you make from that? Like, for instance, we just observed that we're making the same amount of money, but we're paying twice as much. That's an observation based on the data. And then make a guess. What do you see first? Like right here, take a guess. What do you foresee happening in the next 10 years? And actually, this data would be out there, just not in this particular graph, but this was in 2010. We're 2020 now. You could probably make a guess, and you could probably go out and find that information if you wanted to. But make a guess as what you're going to think based off of this. And that is all you're going to do today. That's going to be about 20 minutes if you do a good job on it. So you're looking at this guy, watch this morning videos. Take the poll under the updates tab, so in Schoology. I'll go through that really quick. You're looking at this. I'll go even in further. You got over here materials. This is where all your stuff is at. This should be up here. So March 30th, April 3rd, that's where we are today. I'll leave this one up because some people are still finishing some assignments. But over here to the left is updates. I want you to take this poll. I'm trying to figure out what time of the day is going to work best if I do a virtual class meeting, like through Google Meets or something like that. I just want to know really quick what time of the day works best for you. Don't worry about matching what other people say, just you personally. What would work best for you? Because I might do a couple different ones. If I got a chunk that want to go in the morning, chunk in the afternoon, I might do two separate ones. But we're right now tentatively looking at doing Mondays and Wednesdays. So just to meet, ask questions. I might do a little lesson in there. And so I want to get an idea as to where everybody's at with that. Materials are going in here, March 30th. Checklist, tuition reflection is going to be this guy right here. Short reflection. It's the same exact stuff that's on the graph itself, but I put it into a Google form so that way you can submit it to me and I'll get your response. 2 to 3 sentences minimum. You can do more if you'd like. Here's some prompting things. Again, everything from the form itself. If you have questions, shoot me a message on Schoology. I will be around all day today at my house, available 100% of the time. So let me know and we'll get everything squared up. Otherwise, thank you. We're going to have a great week. Welcome back, and I will talk to you all soon.